A progression of possessions leads to an obsession. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
Interesting that you would knock somebody unconscious and then let them get looted.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another special episode of Hapless Heroes Quarantine Edition.
Yay! I mean, boo! I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, the show goes on, but boo, we can't be with each other in person.
I have not showered since the last episode.
That's gross, dude.
I haven't had a hug in 3 weeks.
Aw.
That's actually sadder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I haven't seen any of you in 5.
I know.
Well,
I saw Fran because I dropped stuff off.
Yeah. And I sanitized.
Am I supposed to say that out loud? Is that against the rules?
No, it was before it was illegal. So, anyways, I digress. Right. I'm Francesco, and I have a limited but amazing cast of characters with me here tonight. Starting on my virtual right this time, we have Dave as Sir Dellum Rook.
I don't like how this evening is shaping up.
We have John as Hondo the Immortal / currently possessed.
How does it feel being drunk, Ghost?
And Mike as Rovin Tossbottom, also possessed.
I feel like I'm being tickled by the insides.
Whoa.
Good start.
So yeah, last time we left off, you guys had dove deeper into this, a cavern that had revealed itself to be an old dungeon that actually is connected to the river Styx itself, where all the lost souls of the dead travel along to their final destination. You guys encountered some difficulties with doors and some pit traps, and then you were confronted by a bunch of ghosts who weren't ready to move on as their spirits leapt out of the river Styx with one final sort of effort to try to re-enter the world of the living. And 2 of them ended up doing just that. 2 of the ghosts were slain, but the other 2, we have one possessing Rovin and one possessing Hondo, with a injured Sir Dellum Rook staring them down. And we left off at the top of initiative, and which is where we are going to start this episode with Sir Dellum Rook. It is your turn. You are staring at 2 of your possessed friends. What are you doing?
First of all, do you call us friends?
Okay,
You just met us
you're possessed.
a couple hours ago.
You're possessed former companions.
Do you really call us
The
companions?
current problem.
Yeah, I'd say you're using that term.
Companion is such a strong word.
What would you call it?
Compatriots,
I don't know. What's below acquaintance?
peer.
Dudes you just met.
Dudes that I just met that I'm not sure if I like enough to call dude.
And are actively attacking you.
Yeah, so this is definitely not a fun thing. But we're going to start, well, if everything looks like a nail, you treat everything like a hammer. However I butchered that, it doesn't matter. Someone's getting attacked. So we're going to start by hitting the person who stabbed me in the butt. I refuse to believe he stabbed me anywhere higher than the butt.
All right, so you make an attack against Rovin Tossbottom.
Yes.
Ooh, a 26 absolutely hits.
Yeah.
And your life drinker.
How do you know?
Your life drinker would apply here.
My life drinker would apply, and the Dex Hex applies.
Oh shit, I forgot about the Dex Hex.
Which is its own 1d6 extra necrotic damage.
Is it only 1d6? Does it not improve? I don't think actually Hex improves as it levels up.
When you level it up, it just goes longer. So at 5th level or higher, you can hold it for 24 hours.
All right.
I don't think I'm going to do 24 hours. But you don't get to downrank your spell. So all right, so we'll take the damage on that. Plus another, let's see, what's a rank? 6. There we go.
So Rovin, you're taking. I wouldn't say. Well, you're taking a decent amount of damage there with that attack. You're going to be taking. What's it? Looks like 13 slashing and 7 necrotic, and 3 of that necrotic will heal you, Sir Rook.
So that's 20 total, right?
Mhm.
And so I would assume that he would use uncanny dodge to half that.
Technically, no. It's you don't control your body, but the ghost is limited to certain things. So
Oh, right. He can't use my special stuff. Right.
not all your special stuff. I just had to use your cunning action because it was fun.
I just don't want to die.
Well, he can choose to drop you to 0, right, and incapacitate you rather than kill you.
Well, I would assume. Well, yeah.
Yes, which is what I'm looking to do. So let's see. Well, we have a
down to
second
64.
Pact Greatsword, and since I didn't declare it on a different target in advance, it's just going to have to go with the same target.
Oh my, yeah. I'm assuming Rovin 23 is going to hit you, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What's the damage on that, Dave?
Sorry, that is going to be, let's see, 12 slashing plus 3 necrotic, which heals me for those 3.
Does Hex apply here too, or is it?
And let's see, I'm looking at that right now. When to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. So yes.
Roll another d6.
Find it in here. There it is.
Let's tack on another
It's
5 necrotic. Rovin is about at half HP, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So let's see. In the opinion of the DM, is Jarrell within 5 feet?
Yes. Jarrell's.
Hondo.
Jarrell is not within 5 feet. Jarrell is on another
I'm
plane
on
of
third level of
existence.
autopilot.
However, yes, I would say that Hondo is within 5 feet because the ghost had used its action to dash Hondo directly next to you.
Good. Then I am intending to use my Maddening Hex on my bonus action. So, as a bonus action, you cause a psychic disturbance around the target caused by your Hex spell or by a Warlock feature of yours, such as Hexblade Curse, which I also have, or Sign of the Home, which I don't. When you do so, you deal psychic damage to the cursed target and each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. Psychic damage equals your Charisma modifier.
Do I already have to be
Damage.
cursed, or am I just cursed by this? Because it says it's
You're
around
within,
the target.
you're within 5 feet of Rovin, who is cursed by the hex.
Oh, I see.
Yep. So that is going to be my Charisma modifier, which is 3 damage to each of you
Each of you.
in psychic damage.
Yep, 3 psychic to both of you.
And let's see, that will be the end of my useful action economy, since I seem to have things relatively nailed down here.
Oh boy. Well, this is going to
Well,
be...
I mean, my other option is let him run off into the distance, and that's not very good narrative storytelling here.
It is not. Hondo, since I forgot I have access to your character sheet, it's going to cause Hondo to make some attacks against you. And I think 2 of those are going to hit with a 22 and a 24.
They will both hit.
You're looking at a total of 21 slashing damage.
Oh, gee.
Rovin, this ghost wants freedom. It's going to use, because I made it use it before, so I'm going to continue to say it can use it. So use your cunning action to disengage, and I need. It's going to fire a. It's going to actually use your hand crossbow.
Well, wouldn't. Okay.
Take an action to pull out.
Okay,
Yeah.
It pulls out a hand crossbow and doesn't fire, and completely invalidating the 25 that it would have hit with.
Good.
Woo!
There's a little rules layering up in here.
No, that's good. I rules lawyer in your defense, please. Actually, though, you do have Nope, you don't have anything that would let you swap weapons. Oh, you have fast hands. Let's see. Nope, does not apply. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yep, and this is only dual wielder. Only really applies to melee weapons.
Well, could you consider sleight of hand? Because there's no actual
no.
like.
No, there are certain things that allow that, but you do not have any of them. So it's just drawn the hand crossbow and is ready to fire at Sir Rook. Which means, Sir Rook, you still are part of the world of the living for another turn, and it is yours.
All right. Let's see how badly we can mess this up now. A little bit of good old-fashioned fun-ass PvP.
My best weapon is yourselves.
So yeah, I'm going to start my turn as a bonus action using Relentless Hex to teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the target cursed by my hex.
Boom, you literally just appear right next to Rovin.
Now, I would say since I didn't move, I
Nope.
didn't provoke an Oppie, correct?
You did not, you teleported. Very smart move.
Okay, good. And now I can use my attacks in an attempt to knock him out again.
Oh, yeah. What do you got there, Dave? What were those?
Oh, let's see on the die. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this here. A 27 and a 19. The first one does 7 slashing plus 3 necrotic plus, let's see, our hex d6 of 4. And the second attack does 11 slashing, another 3 necrotic, and our hex d6. Come on. There we are, of 3.
Okay.
So grand total of first attack is going to be 14, second attack is going to be 14, 17. And I gain 6 HP back.
Rovin's still standing. Barely.
Barely.
And that's bonus
Yep.
action, and that's action, and you are probably not going to move.
No, I don't want to try to provoke the Oppie on me right
With-
now.
I mean, he doesn't have a melee weapon.
I move?
Actually, he does not have a melee weapon equipped right now. He's swapped to a hand crossbow.
He does. So
You would not
Well,
provoke.
know
he
what?
didn't.
You would.
The ghost.
The ghost did. You would not. You would not provoke the attack, Sir Rook, if you chose to move right now.
okay, good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To move right on past on the other side. But that's all the move that it gives me, so I can't quite get myself around the corner there.
So it's almost like you're like almost heading back to the hallway that you guys came into this dungeon from to begin with.
Yes.
You're just trying to prevent the ghosts from escaping, you know?
Yes, and trying to buy myself a little bit of time, because at this point I've got enough distance between me and Hondo where he's not landing attacks on me during this at least.
That is correct, which, speaking of Hondo, we're going to move on to his turn. So the ghost is going to move 30 feet up. You can see you in the hallway, and then it's going to dash and get next to you. And that would be its turn. Rovin, fire a hand crossbow at Sir Dellum Rook.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Boom. Yeah! Didn't hit.
What was the result there?
Oh, 12. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 12 definitely does not hit Sir Rook, I'm assuming, with your
Celebrating
friggin'
a miss.
heavy armor on. Yeah, right? This is actually when we have to celebrate a miss. All right, strong work.
I know.
Sir
I'm
Rook,
excited. Yay! Shitty roll. Woo!
Sir Rook, you continue to fight another day. What
Or
is
just
your-
still today.
Yeah, what is your move?
Yeah, Sir Dellum Rook is going to start with his 2 attacks on the poor possessed Rovin. I'm very sorry about all this. Well, I'm as sorry as I'm capable of being about all this.
Hondo is.
Wait, hold on.
on-
Are you teleporting to Rovin?
No, Rovin is still... or no, that's Hondo who's right in front of me. Never mind.
Yeah, Hondo's in your face again. Possessed Hondo.
Okay. Well, let's see. You know what? Let's see if Hondo's feeling any different about this. So we are going to we're gonna once again relentless hex to the other side of
Roven.
Roven there.
Very
And
nice.
We are going
Very
to
nice.
start with the attacks in an attempt to knock out once again. 13 and 11.
No.
I don't think either, right? It's your
Oh, no, neither of those hit.
No, those don't do it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
sneaky.
In that case, then we are going to... Let's see how we want to do this. I was really counting on closing that one out there.
Yeah. Well, once again, it still has a hand crossbow equipped, so.
This is one of those problems with learning a character with a pretty full tool bag instead of starting with a level 3 or something like that. Is you got a whole lot of stuff to flip through.
I want to thank Fran for keeping mine fairly as simple as it could be at level 12.
You're a
All
thief,
right,
man.
so yeah, Delamrook is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up around the corner here to try to regroup real quick.
Okay, so you've moved to the north, right? Okay, yeah, you're definitely far enough away that Hondo is not going to be able to do any damage to you. And is that your turn?
Let's see, action bonus and move are spent. My economy's done. That's the end of the turn.
Sweet. Moving on. The ghost within Hondo is frustrated and actually decides to, as a bonus action, end the possession. And then you see it disappear.
Yay!
Well,
I think.
We're not ghost experts here.
I mean, it's a ghost.
Hondo's just happy not to be possessed anymore. And to still be drunk. Can Hondo at this point use a reaction to drink more whiskey?
I'll let you do that as a free action. And that's going to be the end of Hondo/Ghost's turn. We're on to Roven, the Ghost's turn. Fire that hand crossbow at Sir Rook, my friend.
I'm on it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, 18.
18 will not do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweet. Okay. And then the ghost possessing Roven will turn Roven, only to see now a non-possessed Hondo in the hallway.
Wait, how come the Hondo is not possessed anymore?
The
Good
ghost,
question.
How did I miss that?
I said, oh, I'm sorry. I think I said it's a bonus action. The ghost ended its possession of Hondo and then disappeared.
Whatever.
He didn't like being drunk all the time.
Or being dragged around and not being able to end Sir Rook.
Right.
So Roven's ghost is going to now move him back south towards the hallway that heads to the river. And we're going to move on to Sir Rook. Right now, all you see is Roven, and Roven is 55 feet from you.
All right. Let's see. And out of character, I remembered I should have been taking less damage like this whole time from all the players. Because once again, tool bag being what it is, it was a little big. I've got
Also
this
from
heavy
that-
armor
it's
master that should...
from non-magical weapons, my dude.
Oh, yeah, is anything... Well, the hand crossbow would be probably.
Yeah, I don't think he actually successfully hit with the hand crossbow once.
Yeah, I'm assuming Roven's...
Oh no, he
weapon.
did. Oh no, he didn't.
Wait a minute,
That's
I
right.
have
We
a-
never
I
rolled
have
the
a
damage for that.
question.
We never rolled the damage for that because we decided you couldn't switch and attack at the same time. So no, you've never been hit by a
Oh, yeah.
non-magical weapon.
I was just thinking about something.
Yeah.
So the hand crossbow, you need to be able to put the bolt in, correct?
It spends the rest of the turn loading it. Yep.
So just as reference, I'm also holding the lantern. That's why I never used the crossbow to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, it can literally just sit the lander on the ground, spend the rest of the turn reloading, and then fire one shot the next round. But it only gets one shot, no matter how many attacks you get.
Okay.
You only have you
Okay,
have
sure.
to load it, and that's it.
Okay. That's fine.
Bro, do you even loading property?
It's okay. Like, I can't remember loading property either. I forgot it a long time ago.
Yep. So Saruk, what's your status? What's your situation?
Rook, well, rather his pilot, in the sort of in the middle of that, just sort of measured out. It's okay. It's a good 55 feet between Sir Rook and his target, so I can use my 30 feet of move. And then from there, we can bonus action for that Relentless Hex once again to close.
Nice.
And I'll put myself even with the Ghost and Roven. And then we will get the Pact Great Sword out and do its dirty work once again. Let's see, a 20
Hits.
and an 11. So
Does not hit.
Work. For, let's see, 9 slashing, 3 necrotic, and D6 from the Hex. So another 5 there.
That takes care of me.
Okay, Roven is at 0. The ghost shrieks and exits him in adjacent space.
Okay, good. And
I'm assuming you knocked me down to 0.
unconscious
and-
and not, yes.
And not dying.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic turn.
Right, that is my full action economy there.
Hondo, it's your turn.
Can I make it to the ghost and hit it?
Nope.
How close can I get to the ghost?
I mean, you can measure it. Look at every square is 5 feet.
I mean, I can't even see half of them. Where's the ruler?
Oh, right. You don't have a torch lit.
Right.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you are alone and in the dark. So, like, 30 feet will put you...
Don't touch my...
25 feet will put you in the center of the room. You can move 5 feet in either direction, but
Not close enough to it.
not close enough to get a melee attack.
Okay, I'll just walk right back into the room then.
Okay, you're in the room. You have 10 feet of move left to use.
I suppose that I'll move closer to it.
And you are holding on to at least a couple of javelins.
Yeah. But if we're playing where you have to equip them,
Oh, right.
Right.
You have your greatsword equipped. That's,
I don't want to
too
use
bad.
actions to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you rules lawyers
Also,
yourselves
when
on
his
this.
totally non-magical weapon goes right through its discorporeal ass, where's it going? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, right. Yeah, you are directly on the other side of the ghost.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's assuming, right, that it does not, it doesn't hurt at all. So yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's your turn, Hondo. Are you gonna prepare? Do you want to like prepare an action maybe or something like that?
Yeah. If it comes near me,
Yeah,
want to
you'll
hit
just,
it.
like react to hit it. Okay, that's fine. All right, Roven, you are unconscious. Roll me a d4, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. All right, and in 1 hour, without any other intervention, you will regain a hit point. It's the best result you can
Cool.
get. That's when you want to roll a 1 on the d4.
Sure. 1 hour. Great.
Yeah, remember, Roven, that your other option was running out into the fucking cold, so.
It is now the ghost's turn. And appearing from thin air, right next to Hondo, is the ghost that disappeared that had just possessed him. Now, Hondo, you are immune to being possessed by this ghost, again. But it will attempt to reach out and touch you, but a 7 will not hit you.
Okay.
Ooh.
And because I was not planning on hitting that one, I can't hit the other one.
Nope, you said you said if something comes within 5 feet of you,
Oh, so that one still counts? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's
But
there.
I can attack,
make your attack as a reaction, please. You
I get all three, right?
You get 1 attack.
even though I get 3 attacks per action.
So when you take the attack action, this is a reaction.
It's a saved action.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, take all 3. I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
They all hit.
16, 11, and a 16. which means 15 slashing, 10 slashing, and 16 slashing.
What's funny is that the first attack was enough to kill it.
Yeah, 41 slashing damage.
This one, it dies, and you see like again that little moat pop out of it, and it starts floating towards the river. Slowly.
Okay.
And then the other ghost that was possessing Rovan that is now attacking Sir Rook reaches out to try to touch him. 17 will not hit you. So now, sorry, Sir Rook, it is your turn.
Haha! Now, who is my hex on? Is it still on
It's
Rovan?
still on. Well, actually, Rovan was dropped to 0, so you have the ability to move it. It would have been your reaction, so I'll let you use that real quick before your turn starts. Oh, actually, no, because you wouldn't have seen the other ghost, so I guess the hex would end because you had no valid target to move it to.
Nope, I can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to curse a new creature.
Oh, great. All right.
Yeah, wanted to make sure I'm doing that right. So, okay, so for my bonus action, I will move the hex over to the ghost.
Sounds good.
And then we're going to use my attacks to unleash hell on this one.
Unleash hell. Hit and hit. 20 and 25, damn.
So let's see, 11 slashing plus 3 necrotic. Oh yes, and let's not forget the psychic damage from the hex.
I think he's trying to say you killed it.
The psychic damage is taken. The necrotic damage is immune. It's immune to, but it's dead. The slashing damage was definitely enough to absolutely obliterate it. And again,
it's important to leave no job undone.
Yep, the mote of light appears and now floats again towards the river Styx. We are out of initiative.
Awesome.
Help me!
Hondo's first action is to loot the unconscious body of Rovan.
Fuck you!
Sir Rook, do you stop him at all?
Trying to remember whether or not Sir Dellum Rook would have noticed this skullduggery going on before, and I think so. I can let the boneheads sort it out between themselves.
All right, I mean,
this bonehead.
My knightly code calls for different things than your average knight would call for.
Okay,
right.
Well, Hondo, not a lot of valuables on Rovan right now. In fact, he has no money. And all he has is one more mysterious coin in his possession.
Hondo is excited because he believes he's found another one.
And do you take it back?
He's unaware that he's taking it back, but yes, he does take it.
Okay, you are now in possession of one mysterious coin. Rovan, you are in possession of none.
Tell him, Rook, what's your alignment again?
Lawful neutral.
Interesting. That you would knock somebody unconscious and then let him get looted.
Whose law?
First of all, yeah, right. Whose law are we talking about here? This doesn't have to be the law of the land, right?
Sure. I'm making mental notes about his law, actually.
In a realm of spirit, possessions are worth different things, and whose law is her law, and her law doesn't really involve stuff very much. It's more, primal. And mostly based on what she wants.
Hondo enjoys this law.
I could see Hondo having a nice long career here.
Well, you guys have the opportunity to rest right now. It's your choice if you choose to make this a long or a short one. I would argue that a long one, is, I would say, perilous at best, seeing as how y'all are in...
You mean a long rest 30 feet from the river Styx?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, let me roll into 35 feet from the shore of the river Styx.
Yeah, so I would say, again, perilous at best if you would ask for a long rest here, but a short rest I would absolutely give you without any qualms.
Before the short rest, Hondo will use his second wind so that he can regain that.
Yeah, works for me.
All right, and I can't go over max, right?
No.
So that would put me back at max.
All right. Yeah, Hondo regains 20 HP and is back at max. Rovan, we can call this a 2-hour short rest, so I will allow you to wake up with 1 hit point after an hour, and then roll hit dice if you'd like to regain some hit points. Hold on, hey, let's do a quarantine version of a short rest montage.
Sitting in the dark next to a dead guy. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm alive.
That was part of the montage.
I feel like that would be Hondo's ongoing thought process there. Didn't kill him. All right, that's fine too.
All right, so the short rest has ended. After spending many hit dice, everyone's back at full health, and spell slots have been returned because Warlock. So you guys now have some more exploring you are able to do.
All right. Well, Hondo, I suppose, will make his way back to the with the fork in the bridge over the river Styx.
Yeah, so you head
Yes,
south.
we're going to die.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll remember that he can't see, so he has to wait for the other guys to come back after him.
Well, I mean, at least the cavern itself is illuminated. You know what I mean? So you can kind of see, like, as the river flows, like, it does cast a light throughout the, like, where it flows because of all the, like, wisps of light you can kind of see darting through it.
So Rook will move to the foot of the bridge.
Okay. So ahead, but you can see about 60 feet still, maybe a little bit more just because of the way that it's been illuminated. But directly ahead, like the cavern wall, opens up again because you have like kind of a break where the river runs, and as the bridge pitches down, right, you have another cavern that kind of slightly goes into the wall of the cavern here along the shore and heads south to another passage. And then the passage also continues, again, east by northeast and west by southwest, where you can kind of, there's a little bit of room to follow the shore of the river Styx, at least for a little bit.
Hondo will say, "Which side do we want to be on?"
Now, and the river is flowing from east to west, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, just out of curiosity. I feel I should be more curious about the source than the destination to start. And with that, Rook is kind of cross the bridge.
Okay.
And then if nothing happens, he's just going to travel up the bank a little ways.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Like, no further ghost attacks are happening right now. And yeah, you are able to head northwest up the bank.
Do we want to flank the river, or do we want to all be on the same side?
It looks like you'll run out a riverbank on the north
Yeah,
side.
on the northern edge, the riverbank does kind of run up against the wall of the cavern, so there is a slight gap.
Okay.
If you're dexterous enough, you might be able to kind of like swing yourself around, but I mean, you're risking, putting yourself over the river slightly.
Right.
Now, no one's saying that like this river itself is deadly on its own, but like I did mention in last week's episode, as you guys spend time close to the river, you can almost feel like the whispers of the dead, like in your mind, and you almost feel like them calling to you.
Now, with Hondo being immortal, does this have any impact on him?
You don't know. Immortality is still something rather new to you, Hondo.
But I still hear them calling.
You can hear them calling. I mean, like, you're immortal in that, like, you don't age. You're not invincible.
Okay. Well, Hondo's kind of stuck with Rovin because Rovin's got the light.
Yep. So you move together.
Right.
I mean,
and
again,
I would rather be with one of you by myself anyway. So I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
So I'm following after Rovin.
Okay. And you guys are kind of going up the bank. So, Saruk, you're leading the way.
And Sir Rook will continue to lead the way up to the second bridge to start.
Yep. So that second bridge has it goes across to a very short passageway that leads to a sealed set of double doors to the north. And to your south is another 10 by 10-foot wide passage, in the side of the cavern that goes to again a door.
Okay. Rook would like to kind of peek around this corner and face to the south. And what can I perceive to the south of me?
Let's find out what you can perceive. I think a die roll would give us
No,
information.
yeah, that's the wrong click, though. That's more what I'm looking for.
Sure, you don't want to keep the persuasion roll?
It's
I
only
mean,
one done.
the die roll is slower, I think.
Yeah, it is. Just that the end result was
Yeah.
better. Anyways, so an 11 tells you. I mean, again, same sort of like flattened and smoothed over like stone on the ground and the walls. It's a little bit rougher here. It doesn't look like as much care was placed on the hall here as it may have been in some of the more like geometric rooms to the north, right? More like rectangular ones. But yeah, and then just straight ahead, another set of stone doors. These ones have handles.
Hondo will do another investigation for traps.
Are you going to go like to the door and investigate?
No, I'm going to stay back with the group.
Okay, so you're just going to like look around you for traps, or are you going to wait?
I'm going to look down the hallway towards the door to make sure there's not a trap before you get to the door.
Sure, you can get a little bit in the hallway here. Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
8.
No traps here? All clear?
Good. I'm happy.
That's the sort of news I like to hear.
Yeah, great news. So yeah, you guys are free to move south.
Yes, which is exactly what Sir Rook will do. Right to the door.
Okay. Now, as you get closer, Sir Rook, you can see that the handles on this are like a dark metal.
Ah.
And they've been styled in such a way that the handles themselves, the tops and bottoms, have like raven's feathers, like shaped into them out of metal.
Okay. I feel like even if I flunked a check earlier,
Yes.
This is hint.
Yes, this symbolism is definitely now much more associated with the Raven Queen, rather than the frescoes and imagery or the mural and imagery you saw in the smaller room to your north. This one is much more symbolic of the Raven Queen, where you still have no idea what that was you looked at, up north.
Well, good. He feels it's welcoming and inviting enough that there's no way it would be trapped on him, and attempts to open the door with both hands.
Yeah, it opens freely. Ahead of you is a room. It is 20 feet wide by 15 feet ahead of you, right? Just a small like antechamber on the ground. It's carved much more cleanly into the smoothed out, rough stone floors is the symbol of the Raven Queen herself. And the hallway stretches on beyond what your dark vision will allow you to see, because again, this is another dark chamber.
My lady will be interested to know what's going on here. So we will continue to investigate, and I will do so by walking into this room, at least towards this, what looks like a very conveniently placed Raven logo right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, it's been... This looks... I mean, it looks... give me a perception check in here.
It's a 19.
Yeah, not a lot of foot traffic's gone through here recently. The dust appears relatively undisturbed on the ground. It would seem that even you entering here would you're probably one of the first people to do that in a while. At least the first person to actually set foot on this solid stone in quite some time.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's what you see in this room, Saruk. And then the hallway extends further. And right at the edge of your vision, you actually can see the hallway extends to the south, another set of stone doors.
And Rook will proceed about 30 feet or so, not halfway down this hall to start.
Yeah, everything still looks pretty normal, pretty standard here.
and then give everyone else an opportunity to catch up before I go barreling down the hall.
Okay.
So everyone starts to move in. All right, yeah, so you guys make it down the hallway. You're staring at a set of doors with those Raven Queen handles again. Saruk, you seem to be at the forefront here. What do you do?
Well, it appears to be much like a home of mine, so I'm going to make myself at home and open these doors with one hand on each door, no regard for the consequences, and if they swing open, I am going to step on in.
Okay, well, they do swing open. And in this room, you see a few stone slabs, each with looks like an arcane symbol carved into them, and it's causing a faint light to kind of glow into this room.
Faint light.
You have what appears to be a table full of preparation tools for preparing a corpse, for example, like almost like in a morgue. Yeah, cool. Shelves, barrels, things of that nature in here, and floating above one of the slabs is a dark, wispy, shadowy figure. And that's what we're going to call this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for listening and joining us on this social distancing adventure. If you like what you heard, you can interact with us and find us on the internet all over the place. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Hapless Heroes. We are on Facebook and Reddit, just Hapless Heroes Podcast. You can also, and those places will actually just point you, though, to one of our favorite places to hang out, where most of us are, I think, active the majority of the time, our Discord server. We have a wonderful community of people there hanging out, talking about all sorts of things, sharing all sorts of things. It's a really, really cool place. A lot of the cast hangs out on there too, answering your questions and just chatting about whatever, really. No topic will go unexplored. Well, I shouldn't say no topic, right? There are some we won't touch, but you get the idea. And if you really like us, though, beyond just wanting to interact with us, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. These things help us grow in the ranks, get more people listening to this amazing show. Also, we just love and appreciate all the kind words you guys have left for us already, and we'll even read some of those kind words on the air and tell you that how much of a 5-star human you are for taking the time. Yeah. If you really, really like us, you can donate to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/haplessheroes. Lots of cool rewards, trying to work together something during this time of social distancing, or maybe we can even play games with some of you guys who have donated. I'm going to try to set something up with that, so just stay tuned on there. We're just so deeply appreciative of all of you who've donated and who are considering donating, or even just, supporting the show in all the multiple ways that you guys are doing. It's just wonderful and amazing to see.
So check this out. Like, if you like us, and I mean, you really like us, Sally Field, whole deal, hold on thing, right? So check this out. Your friends are all bored. If some of them say, hey, I'm really bored with this quarantine, do you have any suggestions on what I could do? Recommend our podcast. Thanks, folks. I'm a genius. Mic dropped.
Great job, Dave.
Yeah, fantastic. That's actually probably, what's funny is that in all of the really, really love us, I don't think we've really just said without any other conditions, just tell somebody to listen to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we have early on, but it has taken so many different shapes. That's probably one of the more practical ones we could do.
Yeah. If you like us, recommend us to your friends. And if you don't like us, inflict us upon your enemies.
Now that's something I can get behind. So I guess
Me
the
too.
only thing left for me to do is outro this lovely cast for you. Starting on my left, question mark, we have Mike as Rovin Tossbottom.
I don't really do shadowy figure.
John as Hondo the Immortal.
Another thing to kill.
And Dave as Sir Dellum Rook.
Who is this shadowy intruder upon our lady's house?
And I am Francesco. I've been your host and DM. Tune in next time when we continue this wacky adventure. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.